Hi Samford, good morning, and anyone else watching from anywhere. I'm going to talk today about how I grow and harvest some of my common herbs to make teas and infusions. I not only use them to make teas myself, but I also use them to make fertilizers. So I'll be making another video about that. This is one of 8 beds that we have, and in here we have some common herbs such as comfrey, which is down here, nettle, which is over here, and then we have some violets, the orodata, that goes into the fertilizer. We have some other beds with things such as dandelion, chickweed and burdock, and all of these we use to make teas and fertilizers with. So today I'm going to show you how to harvest stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is obviously not a lot of fun if you get it in contact with your skin. I grew up part of my life in the UK, and we grew up as kids knowing that if you got stung by it, you grab the leaf of the bush next to it, the dock leaf, to rub against you, but I don't have that here. So the further down the nettle you go, the bigger the spikes. So you need to have a glove that has no holes. You want to make sure the spikes can't get through that. And then you just take it from the base of the stem. You can come up a bit. And the snip. So nettle grows super fast, and we're growing it in a bed with a bunch of other herbs that, depending on the amount you wanted to grow or consume, you could have beds full of it. It does grow pretty prolifically though, so even this small amount serves us pretty well. So I'm going to be using this to make some tea. You can either leave it in a basket or a container like this, preferably with holes to help it dry, or you can bunch them up together and hang them upside down to dry. Hi, Asher and I are back this afternoon because it's afternoon tea time, and we wanted to just finish off showing you a little section which was all about growing, harvesting, and then kind of processing your common herbs to make healing teas. So this was the stinging nettle that we picked about 4 days ago, wasn't it, Ash? And how long have we left this for? About 4 days. And we leave it to dry for part of the day in the sun in a basket that has some aeration, or you can also tie it together on the stem and hang it upside down to dry over a few days. And now it's nice and dry and crispy, but it still has a pretty vibrant dark green color to it. So all you do now is just start snipping the leaves into, do you want to have a go? Snip the leaves into really small segments, and they become your tea leaves. And so once Ash and I have finished chopping all of the leaves, we then can store the nettle in an airtight container and store it for up to a few months. We always drink it before that anyway. And the other way, and so once you've done that, a couple of tablespoons in a teapot, fill it with hot water and let it steep for 10 minutes. Or the other thing we'd like to do is make an infusion. So 2 tablespoons in a mason jar, fill it up to the top. This is the large mason jar. Fill it up to the top with boiling water, let it cool down before you put the cap on, and then just let it sit overnight. So cold infusions actually allow us to get more of the vitamin and mineral content from whatever we're making the tea from. So we like to use infusions, and that's about all from us. Would you like a cup of tea now? Okay, let's do that. Thanks guys.